Hey everybody, I wanted to make a video to talk about celibacy. I know it's one of those things a lot of people are scared to talk about. A lot of people don't like the idea of being celibate. So I just thought I'd make a video about it because it's really been one of those things that has really changed my life for the better. Okay, so celibacy. What is it? The basic meaning of it is not having sex until you get married. That's the gist of it. Celibacy is not a way to say that sex is a bad thing. A lot of people think that if you say you're not going to have sex until you're married, it's because you think sex is bad, you think it's dirty and all that stuff. And that's not true. That's not what it means. You can be celibate and still think sex is one of the greatest things, and realize that sex is healthy, it's natural, it's normal, and it's something that we do need. But what it also is, it's recognizing that it's not healthy to just have sex with whoever you want, whenever you want. It's realizing that there's a balance between saying sex is all bad, you shouldn't do it, and saying sex is so good that you should just do it whenever you want to, with whoever you want to. I have been celibate now for about 4 years, since 2013. And like I said before, it's been really one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It has really helped me heal from some unhealthy relationships that I was in my late teens and early 20s. I was into emotionally abusive relationships, one that actually did turn physical near the end of the relationship. So being celibate and being single has helped me to work through that, to realize that I am more than just a piece of meat, that I am worthy of more than being physically or emotionally abused, that I'm just worth much more than what I thought of myself in the past. Our society makes it seem like it's okay to just have sex with whoever you want. We see it in our TV shows, we see it in our music videos, and we hear it in our songs. We also see it in our movies. It's everywhere. They make it seem glamorous or like it's okay, and they don't often put the negative consequences that can come with just sleeping with anybody. Obviously, some negative consequences of sleeping with someone, you can get an STD, you can have an unwanted pregnancy, and there are also a lot of unhealthy emotional attachments. There are a lot of people who are attached to someone emotionally that normally wouldn't be had they not had sex with them. There are a lot of people who think that they're in love with someone and they're really in lust with them, and that if they took sex out of the picture, they probably wouldn't even like each other. It happens a lot. So because our society is really accepting of it and it's all over the place, it's not easy to try and be celibate, but it's possible. Like I said, I've been celibate for about 4 years now. I first made a bet with my best friend, though, Monica, in 2011 or 2012, to be celibate. But I failed. So the first time that I tried to be celibate, I failed. I'm just going to be real with you. But then in 2013, I really made a promise to myself and to God, because my faith is a part of it. It's a big part of it, but also it's just, to me, it has become common sense also. So I made a promise to myself. And I also knew that I wanted to be able to tell my husband that I wasn't out there just sleeping around with anybody, and I was saving myself for him, because I wanted to get, and I do still want to get married one day. And I really, 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 really think it was one of the best things that I've ever done. It's a great way also to be able to tell if someone really cares about you and really loves you. Because if you think about it, if you're dating a man or a woman and they still want to be around you, even though you don't want to have sex with them until you get married, then you know that they care about you. It's almost a given. I mean, I'm sure it's possible for people to not have sex and not care about someone and still want to be around them, maybe for other reasons. But I mean, most of the time, it's a great way to tell that someone cares about you. And let me tell you, people will say many different things to get you in bed. And by being celibate, you can also weed out those people who claim that they love you or claim that they care about you when all they really want is to have sex with you. And I'll give you an example. Last year, I went on a date with a gentleman who I met at one of my son's football camps. And he claimed that he wanted to get to know me. He said I seemed like a very strong-minded woman, that I was very pretty, that I seemed like I had a good heart, yada, 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 all this good stuff. So I thought he really wanted to get to know me. We went on a date. Finally, we went out to lunch, or not out to lunch, out to dinner, and then we went dancing. He paid for everything, and he was mostly a gentleman until the very end of the night when he started touching me and stuff and trying to get me to have sex with him. And he made it very clear that's what he wanted, and I made it very clear to him that that's not what I wanted, that I wanted to remain celibate. And he didn't like that, and so I learned that night that he didn't really want to get to know me, that he just wanted to get in my pants. And this is why celibacy is a great way to, weed out those people that don't care about you. Because if they still want to be around you, still want to go on dates with you, travel with you, just sit and talk for hours at a night with you, even though you're not going to give it up to them, then you know that they care about you. You know that they respect you. I mean, it's just as simple as that. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but it's possible. I have known people who are married now that were celibate until they got married. There's some famous people out there that have been very honest about their journey of celibacy. Russell Wilson, the football player, and Sierra were celibate until they got married. So was Devon Franklin and his now wife, Megan Good. Actually, Devon was celibate for 10 whole years before he married Megan. And that's amazing in itself. So ladies, it is possible for a man to wait. And men, I mean, it's possible for a woman to do it too. So don't give up hope. It's possible. Celibacy is a great thing. It's not an all bad thing. It doesn't mean that sex is bad. Sex is good, but it's good between two people that care about one another and want to spend the rest of their lives with each other. And I really think that if you can be celibate while you're single, if you can avoid that sexy man or woman while you're single, even though you could go do it because you wouldn't be cheating on anybody, you're single, you can do what you want. I think that if you're celibate when you're single, it'll be easier to be faithful to your spouse when you're married because you've already gone through resisting the temptation. That's just my belief, my thought on that. So people might call you crazy. People might tell you that's not healthy to go without sex. But from my personal experience, it's been the best thing that I've ever done. So you can do it too.